Did you know there's a whole community online where people give away stuff from kitchen gadgets all the way to camping gear? No strings attached?
And no, it's not sketchy. We've used it ourselves. It's actually kind of amazing.
Well, this is Jim. He once talked me into buying a hoarder house with him. And then he talked me into giving all the good stuff away.
And that's Tab. She can turn a random box of candles, a pineapple slicer, and an old fondue pot, remember those, into a meaningful gift bag to a stranger on Facebook. And together, we're Unretired AF.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Unretired AF podcast, where life after 60 doesn't have to be boring. Well, today we're going to be talking about the Buy Nothing groups on social media, primarily Facebook. But before we do, we want to give a shout out to our subscribers. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We want to welcome any new viewers to our channel. And we want to welcome back any returning viewers who are coming back. We suggest, or we don't suggest, but we do kind of suggest.
Yeah.
If you like our channel, please hit that subscribe button.
Sure.
All right. Today, as I said, we're going to be talking about free stuff, good neighbors, and why generosity still works in the world when it's done right. Well, spoiler alert, this isn't just about free stuff. The thing about it, the Buy Nothing groups are a trend on social media. I don't know how long they've been going on, but I know for me, I discovered them about, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Probably 2 years ago, when we actually did buy a hoarder house, and we actually did have a lot of stuff that was duplicates of things we already had. So we need to get rid of them. And I didn't want to give it to a thrift shop. I wanted to actually give it to somebody who could use it. So we discovered one of these Buy Nothing groups on Facebook, and basically you just go into Facebook, you just put in the search Buy Nothing and then your city.
Yeah.
That's what we did. And it brought up a Buy Nothing group, and I listed it, took some pictures, listed it on there, and we met a very nice woman and her daughter, and they came and picked up everything in the van. So,
this is not about getting an IRS tax deduction.
Right.
This is not anything to do with that.
No.
This is about offering something that you have to someone, we're going to assume someone that is needy or in need of it.
Right. And it can be not just people, like you said, not people who are needy, but just regular people who don't want to spend the money or don't want something to go in the landfill.
Right.
So,
I mean, it's been with us, it's been a two-way street.
Right.
I've gotten free tools.
Right.
I've gotten, brand new saw blades, all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah.
Been big savings.
I got some canning jars when I first started canning in 2023. I didn't realize it was a little sticker shock on the canning jars, especially back then. They jacked up the prices of them.
Right.
So I just put in there just thinking, because we had given a lot of stuff away, but we hadn't ever asked for anything.
No.
And it was really a neat experience to request, did anybody have any canning jars you're not using? And it was like they called it a porch pickup. They just left it on the porch in a box, and I just went and picked it up.
Yeah.
It was great. But, these groups are really hyper-focused local.
Yes.
So, you're not gonna talk to somebody who's 100 miles away. That's not going to work. It's usually in a town, a city. If you're in a city that's big, it can be a certain area of that city, sort of like the next door, I would think, sort of like that.
Yeah.
Where, and people give and receive freely.
Right.
And they do not allow, I know the groups I've been in, they're not like an official group, but they do seem to have some universal rules.
Yeah.
And one of the rules is no trades, no payments.
Right.
So, you need to keep that in mind. It's strictly a cashless, and it's nice. I think one of the things I like about it, it kind of gets back to how our grandparents were. And I know you and I watch a lot of British TV because I like it. And one of the shows that Jim and I have really fallen in love with is called The Repair Shop. And it's a group of unretired AF people. I mean, they're all in our age range and some of them even older who have some kind of skills, the craftsman skills. They've got a furniture maker, furniture worker. They've got a guy who does clocks, another guy who does bicycles and metal work, a ceramics lady who can make repairs. But the point is that rather than getting rid of stuff and putting it in the landfill, they're repairing it and using it. And I think this is different than that, but it's just the idea that it's kind of nice. It's a way of recycling stuff.
Yeah.
And it's not just going to go to some random thrift, store. It can go to somebody that needs it.
Yeah. So most of the time they're neighborhood based, within, like a 5-mile geographical area of where you are. The thing that we've noticed, it really is building community. Yeah. We've met a real nice lady. She told us her troubles. We were happy to help her. We've given away books, kitchenware. Yeah. I've given away
some tools, right?
Some tools, that furniture. I have multiples of furniture. Big time.
Yeah, we gave a king-size mattress that was only like 2 years old.
Yeah.
Because when we downsized, we wouldn't fit, and we didn't want it to fit. I mean, we just wanted, and now we wish we had it again.
A TV stand. That was very nice. Mm-hmm. A rug.
Right.
So, there's always, most everybody then in the neighborhood, somebody's always looking for something.
Right.
And, if you go, and there's nothing bad about if you go and say, oh, well, that's really not what I was looking for, to not take it.
Right. In fact, it's better. It's better that way.
Yeah.
And it's also better than, I know in the past, probably 5 years or 6 years ago, when we were wanting to do that kind of thing, we would just stick it out at the curb.
Right. Right, so free on it.
And you never knew who was getting it, or if it was even, I don't know. This is much more personal, and like Jim said, it builds community. Hey, folks. Quick pause for something we swear you're going to love.
This is Stir. It's not syrupy or artificial. It's a clean, natural water enhancer.
What makes Stir so pure? Well, it's their stevia and the quality of it. Their team grows their own stevia plants, and they do a natural extraction using just warm water. No chemicals, no methanol, just pure warm water. And it comes straight from the leaves.
Here's our beautiful and delicious stir. This is fruit punch. 1 squirt. Now we have beautiful enhanced water with no sucralose, no aspartame, just real fruit flavors, vitamin C, and a hint of beet juice for color.
Sometimes we drink Stir on air. Usually we're drinking something alcoholic though. But we for sure drink it off air all day long. And you will want to too.
So we've got a deal for you. Just head to stirdrinks.com. Use our code Unretired AF 15 and save 15% off your order.
So stay hydrated, my friends, and stay unretired. Now back to our show. And it isn't about money. I mean, a lot of people think, you're just, it's being cheap or whatever. It's not about money. It's about value. And like we said, just, it's nice to recycle things that you're not using anymore that are perfectly good.
Yeah. Well, we've picked up a few useful things.
Right.
We absolutely have.
We absolutely have. Well, and why this is particularly good for seniors is because a lot of us are decluttering. We're thinking about it. We're in the last third of our life and we're thinking about it, and we don't want to leave a big mess for our kids. So, you're thinking about stuff to get rid of, stuff you don't use.
Right.
And this is a great way to do it. Same thing if you're downsizing. Then you can, always rehome things that no longer need. It just, if they're good, don't be sending shitty stuff to people. That's not good karma. It's not good.
Or if it is, if it can be broken and fixed, disclose it.
Disclose it so people don't know. But
disclose it.
And I've even seen people do like something short term, like somebody's going camping and they ask, does anybody have a tent we can borrow? My son's got some camping trip, a family. I think it was like some family thing for their church
Yeah.
in his son's group. And somebody said, yeah, you can borrow our tent. And they loaned a tent. I've seen coolers. I've seen quite a few things that people just needed to borrow for a short time. I think a sewing machine, just to borrow it for, a couple of days, returned it. So
that's great. We know that people are generally generous.
Yeah.
Giving comes back in ways that sometimes you don't even expect. It's the other thing for us, it's a great way to meet your neighbors.
It is. And while generosity is great, so is discernment.
Yes.
The fact is that there are people that join these groups and they're just there to take.
Yep.
They're not willing to give, and they're sometimes they want to get free stuff that they can sell it and make money, which in some instances, I don't think that's necessarily bad, but in other instances, I think it is bad. It just depends, I think, on the situation. So, and another thing that really is a pet peeve of mine is, you're really generous, you're giving something away, and then they say, can you deliver it?
Yeah.
I don't have a car. That's annoying to me. That's super annoying to me. And, one of the aspects of these groups that you may not know is somebody posts their item that they're giving away. Okay. It is not first come, first serve.
No.
So understand that. What it is everybody goes in the comments and they make their case. Sometimes all they say is, I'd like to be considered, please, for this item. Some people will plead their case of why they want it, or need it. And the person that's giving it away gets to choose whoever they want.
Sure.
So anyway, what I suggest is check those profiles. If you're in a Facebook group, you can click that person's name and it'll bring up their profile in that group. So you can see all their previous posts in that group, and you can see if they've ever offered anything to give away or if they're just takers. Like for me, I don't like to give away things to people if they haven't given them, things also. I like it's a real give and take thing. And so unless I don't get anybody that wants it, who has done that, then I would probably give it away. But that's what I like to look. So, look at their profiles, look at their posts, see if it's someone that gives as well as receives, see if they seem weird, see if they are looking at bulk items a lot, because those are some of the people that are just trying to get it to sell.
But what is our biggest pet peeve about all this? The ones that you say, I'll be there at 2:00.
Oh, yes.
And then the son of bitches don't show up.
So
and then you
true.
got to go back through your list again and find out who your number 2 was to sell it or give it.
It's as bad as Marketplace.
Yeah.
That's what you were probably thinking, because
Yeah.
Marketplace is pretty bad that way too.
It is.
But you think if someone's giving you something free, you should show up and not ghost them.
When you say you're going
to.
So we're not saying be suspicious. Just be aware. That's all. We like to give to other givers, as Tab mentioned. And it's real easy to see. You can look on there if they've been on there before and they're taking. Now, it's different if like the lady we helped, she had some issues. She was having to restart things, and we gladly gave her stuff. She needed stuff for her family. I don't even remember. They had a fire or something and lost everything.
I don't remember, but I do know that was a blessing for us because she took it all.
She took it all
there was
in
a
one
lot.
fell swoop.
We didn't have to wait around for 25 or 50 different people to come and get each item. She just took it all. That was good for us.
I guess our thing is we don't try to feed the freeloaders. We like to do a little research, and not that we're ever going to know whether somebody's going to sell it or not, but if they do, behind my back, I don't care. It's off of our driveway and we're happy.
Well, right. But and I like to see, though, that because really what builds community is give and take.
Yeah.
And I know for Jim and I, we gave a lot before we ever asked for anything.
Yes.
Because it's just who we are.
Right.
And it was really uncomfortable even asking, because you just, we were of that generation where you just didn't do that. But I would encourage you, if you need something, just put it out there. The community is so generous.
It is.
And you will likely find somebody who has something laying around that you need that, it can save you some money, and you might make a new friend.
I'm a tool guy, and I have a lot of tools. And I've had people say, "Hey, do you have this? Can I borrow it for a job?"
Right.
Now,
right.
I don't really like that, but if I kind of know
Harbor Freight.
Yeah. Yes. I give them the cheaper stuff. I want to do that.
Hey,
Yeah.
You can't be choosy.
But all I'm saying is, if you need a specialty tool or that, put it out there and see if somebody has it, so you don't have to buy it.
Especially if you have like a job that's you're only going to need it one time.
Right.
I mean, didn't you buy some, like when you were like putting some recessed lights, that you had to get some kind of a?
No, it's when I did the plumbing work, and I had to buy a pipe threader.
Right.
And these pipe threaders, they're expensive. They're like $1,000 with all the dies in it. So I went on there, and there was a guy that had one, and I wanted to buy it, and I didn't feel right by not buying it. And he kind of wanted to sell it, but in order for the rules of this, you can't do that. So he called me back a week later and said, "I took it down. Would you like to buy this now?" And I did. I bought it for $100, and
that's right.
It was great. It's like brand new and works perfect.
Right. No, that's interesting.
So,
well, and participating in the Buy Nothing groups, it gives you a feeling that money can't buy. Just like the story that Jim's saying. I mean, just the fact that sometimes, especially now in the world, we are fed a diet of cynicism on the regular. And it's just kind of nice to see other kind and generous human beings in our neighborhood, and you never know what can come of that, so. Well, and I've seen many stories of happy exchanges, because a lot of times people will come back to the post and they'll thank the giver, and they'll say, something about it. And it's really nice. I've seen a lot of people, especially new family, families with new babies, I guess is a better way to say it, where people are giving them baby stuff that they need. Because, it can be really financially overwhelming when you have a new baby.
It can be. It can be. So we would rather give to our neighbors than to Goodwill. Now, Goodwill is a fine organization. They do a lot of good stuff. But if I can give something to somebody, if somebody's out there and needs something, they're having troubles. And I would rather put a smile on someone's face than just give it to Goodwill, and who knows where it's going to end up.
Right.
That's just me.
Right.
Or us, I would say.
Well, that's just you. Because I don't have the same warm and fuzzies about Goodwill that you do. I mean, I watched a couple of documentaries on it, and it didn't give me warm and fuzzies at all.
Okay.
But, everybody has to make their own decisions. I'm not trying to influence you any more than I'm trying to influence Jim. He has his feelings, I have my feelings, and that's perfectly fine. But I think what we've found is giving it to neighbors. Yeah, it gave us honestly, it's funny. You think that you're giving them something, but actually what you get in return is so much greater, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. And you don't have to take it. They come get it.
Right. And they're so happy with you.
They are.
So we like that.
Yeah.
So do you have anything more on that?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, the takeaway from today's episode is that if you're decluttering, or if you're downsizing, or you're looking to connect with your neighbors or whatever, that these kind of Buy Nothing groups can be worth checking out. I would check it out anyway, because you never know what can come across there that you're like, oh,
right. I need that.
That would be cool to have, and you would use it. So you never know.
Yeah. The best part, no credit card is required. Just a good heart and a folding chair you don't need anymore. We have a comment section. If you have a group where you live or you know about a group, drop it in our comments. We'd love to hear about it.
Yeah. Yeah. We'd love to hear your stories. What kind of cool stuff did you give away or did you receive? We'd love to hear those stories.
Right.
And if you have enjoyed watching our content, we would encourage you to please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to build the Unretired AF community, and your subscription makes a difference.
Absolutely.
Well, we're not slowing down.
And neither should you.
And together, we're Unretired AF.